a distinguished speaker in the way of Ashish Gupta, who has been our friend in this journey of making this entire program successful. We'll talk on generic medicine on behalf of MSN Labs. Ashish.
So, thank you, sir, and good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for giving me this opportunity. So basically, there is a lot of debate, news, regulation, guidelines to prescribe generic medicine. And my objective today is that what determines the quality, whether it is a generic brand or the innovator. So I just go on my topic, that what differentiates when it is the same molecule in the same dosage form, and you have an innovator brand also, you have branded generic also, and you have a generic also where their only molecule name is mentioned. And what proves the equivalence? How do doctor picks, or how do a patient make a choice if he has an option, which is the quality one? So basically a pharmaceutical formulation can determine the safety of a molecule also, or it can enhance the safety. It can enhance the efficacy also in terms of improvised bioavailability and getting you the predictable response. Or if it is of poor quality, you can experience the side effects more. And you have been seeing all these things in media news that there has been issues with the formulation, whether it has been leading companies, whether it has been the generic companies, and even deaths have been reported so far. So in all these controversy, a doctor prescribes a medicine, patient consume it, but who faces the music when a problem comes? It is hospital, nurse, pharmacy. So definitely, yes, it is the doctor who faces the music and gets the bad mouth. And the patient who is pleasing, very respectable to the doctor, same turns to be very violent, aggressive on the doctors and the hospitals. So the quality, which has led to the improvement in the quality of life of people, because a physician prescribes with a confidence that it will give predictable response and drug is safe and efficacious. So what determines the quality? It is the API, it is the raw material, it is the excipient, it is the process facility and equipment, even the type of color, packaging, transportation, everything goes into the quality. So API, like all you know, is active pharmaceutical ingredient. It is a chemical moiety. Either the entire chemical moiety or part of the chemical moiety becomes active within the body and exerts effect. And it has various physiochemical properties which is measured to understand the quality of a API based on the guidelines laid by US Pharmacopoeia or British Pharmacopoeia or a particular country Pharmacopoeia, and it has to be produced in a good environment, and that environment normally a plant get registered or recognized by an approved regulating body. So where there are many companies doing it, where do we stand in terms of API? We are #1 global rank in US Drug Master filing. We are just 20 years old company, and we have overtaken world giants like Teva, Mylan, Sandoz, and we have overtaken Indian giants also, which are very senior to us. And secondly, we are globally ranked #1 in number of APIs which MSN produce by a single company. So we are producing more than 450 API, and we are the right now currently having that capability. Now, even the raw material and excipients are also tested before combining with a formulation tablet, because their purity and content testing, if not done, can lead and impact the quality. And even the processing facility, what is the environment there, what is the SOP, what is the practice there, how much now there is a lot of emphasis on automation, less of manual handling and control so that the error are less, and especially the processing facility has the regulatory approval or not, whether it is having WHO GMP approval, US FDA, TGA Australia, EDQMA. So you get various approval from various countries. And where do we stand here? We have almost 22 manufacturing facilities, 21 in India, 1 in US, And all these manufacturing facilities have more than 30 plus regulatory approval. So now we feel that there is no regulatory approval which is left for us to take. And even in the formulation quality, what determines the equivalence? So equivalence, you do a pharmacokinetic and dynamic study, and beside this you do a dissolution study. So basically for going in pharmacokinetic and dynamic study, first once you have formulated a tablet, you test it against innovator and you conduct a dissolution study, and you see that the drug release pattern from a tablet or a formulation of a capsule, whether tablet or whether extended release tablet, whether it is matching with the innovator or not. So you do a drug dissolution study on a drug dissolution apparatus, which is shown in the picture. It is a real-time study, and where both the tablets are charged. In the front row, you will charge one tablet, and another row, you will charge the other tablet, and you will take sample out at 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It may be 6 hours, 12 hours study, depending upon the specific molecule. And you will measure whether the drug is being released like an innovator tablet or not. So this will give the scientist, formulation scientist, a confidence, okay, I have made my tablet very well, and then now I can conduct a bioequivalence study and it should not fail. But believe me, even having the right dissolution study, matching the dissolution profile, 30% of the tablet when given to the patient in the body, the bioequivalence trial fail. So once you go for bioequivalence trial, you divide the patient into two groups. One patient you give the innovator, other patient you give your own tablet or capsule which you have developed, and you administer at the same molar dose under similar condition in an approved designed study, and then you see whether the drug release pattern, area under curve and Cmax, and over a period of time how the drug has been released, matches 80 to 125% within the range of the innovator. And this is the rationale on which the formulation quality is determined, where you compare two drugs by a different manufacturer, and when you say that in bioequivalence trial it is having the same release pattern or same property, then you are telling that this is matching and it is equally efficacious, what we claim. So as a practitioner, what you can look and ask for pharmaceutical companies to determine the quality is that what is the source of API? Suppose if I am marketing a Silodocin or a Mirabegron or any molecule, what is your source of API? Whether that API is registered in US, UK or India, whether it is a DMF grade or approved API, and which DMF, because that also becomes important. It is manufactured in which plant has what credits, and normally it is displayed on the company websites. And then whether or what are the drug dissolution study and where is the bioequivalence study. Because if you have done bioequivalence study, you will be having the drug dissolution study as well. So, and whether when you have proved a bioequivalence study, whether you have ANDA filings or not. So ANDA filings are for various market, then you can definitely rate and compare the quality of the brand which you are considering. So we are one of the Asia's largest R&D center. We have 900 plus patent for API and formulation innovation in just last 12 years. And 2,200 scientists work in this R&D center at a time. And believe me, my medical rep field force is not 2,200. So more scientists work in the company which I am representing and I am speaking to you. And out of these 2,200, 1,500 are postgraduates in chemistry or PhD who works on the API side, and 700 are postgraduate in pharmacology or PhD who works on the formulation side. And that's why, because of all the good works, we are #1 in US in the drug master filing. We hold now world 85% market share of rosuvastatin. We hold 52% market share of abiraterone. We hold now entire market of dabigatran in Europe. So like that, we have the achievement. And in India, being an Indian company, we are very much on the theme of Atmanirbhar Bharat, and we have first time in India launches like Silodocin, Mirabegron, Fesoteridone, and Mirabegron till date 2017 we launched, and it is 6 years no other company manufactured. It is From API to formulation, it is manufactured, packed by MSN and maybe marketed by any company. And beside urology, we have a long list of product, more than 37 molecules, where we are the first time in India. We are into orphanage disease, we are into oncology, we are into general medication, and we have turned out to be a world-class integrated global Indian company. Why we say global Indian company? Because R&D is Asia's largest. API, we are the world largest US DMF filer, beating the multinational and beating our Indian counterparts too. And formulation side, we market 350 formulation, all 350 are bioequivalent. And we have a policy, and it is Chairman Vision, who is a research scientist too, that we will have one product at a time. It means that the same tablet of rosuvastatin will be sold in US, India, and everywhere.
In 2003, a dream to make quality medicine affordable and accessible to the people across the world drove our founder, Dr. MSN Reddy, to set up an API manufacturing unit in Hyderabad with just a handful of employees. Today, Dr. MSN Reddy's vision has come a long way. Our ability to see things differently has made MSN Laboratories one of the fastest growing research-based pharmaceutical companies in the world. From a humble beginning, we are now a company that has hundreds of best-in-class APIs and formulations. The manufacturing units of MSN Labs are present in India and US, and it has marketing offices spread across the world. At MSN Labs, R&D has always been an enduring passion which enabled us to become a global entity. The fully integrated R&D center of MSN caters to both API and formulation research under one roof. It is equipped with state-of-the-art laboratories and cutting-edge technologies. The API manufacturing facilities at MSN are backward integrated, offering cost-effective medicines coupled with quality. Our facilities are equipped with modern reactors that are capable of handling high reaction volumes. Our modern reactors are automated with closed transfer system for manufacturing high-potency APIs. Besides APIs, MSN Labs also manufactures various finished dosage formulations. MSN has a separate block with ultra-modern facility exclusively built to manufacture oncology and other specialty products. All our facilities are zero discharge and environment-friendly units. Our packaging lines are fully automated and are serialization compliant. The warehouses at MSN Labs uses computer-controlled robotic technology employed for efficient and
This was all like our corporate video, so I always request who to better stand by you, a company with global research, global manufacturing and global quality. And it is pharmaceutical quality which also plays as a partner in practice. And this is one of the Asia's largest integrated formulation API and R&D center. And I will request you, whenever you are visiting Hyderabad or you have a time, we will plan a tour with you. So thank you very much. And thanks for all the support which you have extended to us.
Thank you very much for your lecture. The question is coming to my mind, if you have got API of so many drugs, so you are selling your bulk drug to other companies also,
Yes, sir.
and they are manufacturing from the same.
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference?
So difference is like, sir, most of the APIs, like we have a 6,000 crore turnover for API, 5,500 crore sale is abroad. Hardly Indian companies will afford those API, because then your cost of formulations becomes slightly expensive, not very expensive, slightly expensive. So there are sources of API you do. There are many companies who will do their own API. Somebody will import it from China, somebody will import it from other countries, and they will do the product.
The second question is, as per the our guidelines from Government of India, we are supposed to write both brand name as well as the generic name.
Correct.
If I write down tablet Silodocin,
Yes.
how do I know which Silodocin from where he purchased?
Correct.
From Jan Ausdi Center or somewhere. So we don't know what he is going to get actually.
So that is what, sir, we have to make a journey from now onward here. If Government of India, in my opinion and my understanding, I can be completely wrong, if they make a policy that only bioequivalent medicines will be sold, whether it is generic, whether it is a brand, innovator anyway is a standard. So then this whole problem get resolved.
So you are trying to tell us that the things which are sold as generic may not conform to the usual PK, your pharmacology?
Yes, yes. So it is only bioequivalent study proves it. And it is not very expensive, not very unaffordable, just cost 30 to 50 lakh rupees to do one bioequivalent study of your method, of your tablet, and then you standardize that method and continue manufacturing it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you very much. I
sir.
think this was
Thank
a
you.
little digression from Eurocancers, but welcome digression after all the mishti dois that were available outside.